Hi there, it's Monique Armstrong. Thanks for joining me to review the last of the topics in this People Management course, Lesson 1. This lesson topic is on the 4 chords of management. These 4 chords, with the IT factor, form a unique methodology that are used to help individuals and teams build and keep trust in the workplace, and manage and lead people to get the right results. Before we start this topic, let's review what you've done so far. For most of you, you've already progressed through the first 2 topics, big problems that managers face and the results IT factor. For this lesson topic on the 4 chords of management, we present and discuss the basics of the 4 key practices that will help you manage and lead people to generate the right results. The first one is based on the IT factor, while the second is all about the 4 chords of management. Once you've successfully completed these quizzes, you will receive OSPI's badges of completion, and then you can move on to the second lesson in this series. For this third and final topic, we present the basics of the 4 chords of management, refer to examples of where each of the 4 chords has worked well with certain organizations, and finally, provide you with some simple ideas, tips, and techniques to help you apply each chord for the right results. Before we start, I just want to revisit the results IT factor, so that when we discuss the 4 chords of management, we remember the importance and impact of creating and keeping trust between you and your team. Recall that intent is the purpose, plan, or outcome an individual or team aims to accomplish. Intent is motive. Interaction refers to the action, dialogue, or influence between 2 or more individuals. Interaction is behavior. And insight is the capacity to gain an accurate and deep understanding of a person or thing, to focus on what matters. Insight is experience and understanding. When we connect the dots of intent, interaction, and insight, we create trust. And trust, of course, is a firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. The results IT factor is the basis of all positive and healthy relationships between people, teams, and organizations. And as you remember, the IT factor is the foundation for the performance pyramid. When the foundation is solid, it forms the basis for positive results. Conversely, a poor or neglected foundation can result in negative consequences. In this learning segment, Topic 3, we introduce you to the 4 chords of people management. Let's explore this further. Being an effective results-focused people manager requires you to master the following management and leadership skill sets. Simply put, they are directing and organizing, which of course includes hiring, planning, and aligning people, problem-solving and conflict management, coaching, motivating, and providing regular, valuable feedback. And finally, recognizing and rewarding the contributions your team members make. Peter Drucker, often referred to as the father of management, is famous for stating, "Management by objective works if you know the objectives. 90% of the time, you don't." People managers, therefore, are responsible for achieving the right results through the performance of others. It is not surprising, then, that the results-focused people managers are highly skilled at directing and organizing. They are passionate about hiring the right people. They are always looking for the right capability for their team. They set clear expectations and dialogue freely with team members about the what, the why, and the how of their work. They seek alignment and gain the necessary understanding, collaboration, and commitment. And finally, effective people managers work diligently to obtain the required capabilities and resources to achieve the right results. The bottom line is that effective people managers get the right people doing the right things at the right time. When people are committed to what they're doing and working together to do it, there will be conflict. Being a results-focused people manager is like taking a master class in problem solving, and most problems involve both material and emotional elements. Problem solving and conflict resolution is the second chord of management. Results-focused people managers are skilled at managing the creative tensions that exist within problems and conflicts. You see, they see these creative tensions as opportunities and are not afraid to sow the seeds of creativity in problem or conflict situations. There's a saying that a problem well put is half solved. So, it is no surprise that research indicates that high-impact leaders clearly define the problem. They eliminate the noise, meaning distractions, ask lots of questions, and then strip the issue down to the core. Second, When faced with a problem, results-focused people managers look to proven best practices, and they solicit input and insight from others. They are committed to brainstorming, exploring options, and seeking alternatives as the way forward. Great leaders encourage debate and frank but not offensive expressions of differing opinions. They recognize and respect differences, conduct difficult conversations, and most importantly, they manage their emotions throughout the entire process. Have you ever worked for someone who really motivated you to excel and who made you want to come to work early, stay late, and be the best you could be? With the increasing demands on organizations and employees to do more with less, achieve business and customer results, and attract, retain, and engage the right employees to execute the organization's strategy and plan, it has become imperative to master the third chord of being a results-focused people manager, to coach and motivate talent to drive the right results. These high-performing people managers are skilled at observing, monitoring, and tracking real performance. They build and keep trust by knowing their team members well and making the time to understand their needs. They really listen. To achieve desired behaviors, they seek opportunities to highlight purpose, facilitate mastery, and encourage personal autonomy. And finally, a results-focused people manager supports and role models in order to let people know how well they are doing and how they can develop professionally. In other words, they do as they say, they walk the talk, and again, this helps them build trust, that incredibly important and rare element in highly successful organizations. The final chord of being a results-oriented people manager is to effectively recognize and reward your employees. We all like to be recognized for our successes, and of course, we all appreciate being rewarded for our achievements. High-performing people managers are skilled in this realm of recognizing and rewarding. Let's talk about a few success stories and examples of organizations where the four chords have worked well. Our first example of organizations focused on directing and organizing is Hatch Consulting, a global multidisciplinary management, engineering, and development consultancy. With over 9,000 professionals working worldwide, Hatch is passionately committed to the pursuit of a better world through positive change. Employee-owned and independent, Hatch demonstrates its commitment to being purpose-driven, performance-oriented, principles-led, and of course, results-driven. After all, its owners, the employees, directly benefit from its collective efforts to direct and organize the business to win. It has a powerful competitive advantage because of its people. Our second example is BlackRock, a global investment management corporation. It's a really interesting organization to take a look at. It's one of the world's largest asset management firms. And while many of its competitors were stumbling during and after the 2008 recession, BlackRock was stable and growing. The company, whose essential attributes are purpose-driven, performance-oriented, and principles-led, is a market leader in organizing and directing. You see, while its technological platform outperforms its peers and it excels at commercializing innovation, BlackRock's key competitive advantage is its superior talent strategy, which everyone in the organization believes in and is committed to. Putting the right talent in the right roles, doing the right things and at the right time is a key differentiator that keeps BlackRock on top. So, chord number 1, directing and organizing. What keeps you on top? Now let's look at a couple success stories around problem solving and conflict resolution. I want to start with a company called IDEO. IDEO is one of those organizations you may not have heard of, but you've almost certainly seen their work, whether it's the first Apple mouse, self-checking shopping carts, the pill pack designed to change the way people take pharmaceuticals, and hundreds of really cool and unique inventions. As a world leader on creativity and innovative thinking, IDEO's founder has a lot to say about sowing the seeds of creativity. The second organization that I want to highlight is Goldman Sachs. In 2009, during the throes of the financial crisis, Goldman Sachs made a key change to its employee wellness programming. Instead of focusing solely on stress management, the company also started teaching employees a new skill that would help them cope in trying times. The skill is called resilience. Now, resilience programming, which includes lectures and one-on-one coaching, happens year-round at offices across the globe. Additionally, on-site resilience coaches are always available for consultations on issues including goal setting, overcoming obstacles, problem solving, and conflict resolution. You see, the goal is to help people perform optimally in both their professional and personal lives. Unlike stress management, which assumes taking oneself out of the game, resiliency, however, is figuring out how to remain in the game, how to remain in that competitive environment and perform at your best, how to respond, not react. The bottom line, Goldman Sachs sees the ability to manage one's emotion as a competitive advantage. So, when thinking about chord number 2, problem solving and conflict resolution, what is your competitive advantage? So let's talk about a few success stories around the third chord of people management, coaching and motivating. In an industry known for employee turnover, Hyatt Hotel Group is an exception. Hyatt's focus is on developing its employees through empowering them. Their associates, as they're called, are encouraged to really listen to each other and their guests so they can solve problems in a genuine and individual manner. This individual attention makes the guests feel like they've been heard and that they are valued. Hyatt looks to trigger that inner motivation that comes from knowing that you're growing and developing, from knowing you can make decisions and have some autonomy, and from knowing that you belong to something bigger. The leadership team walks the talk, and the associates are quoted as saying that their work isn't just a job. Another great example of a company that excels in coaching and motivation can be found in an Australian software company profiled in Dan Pink's best-selling book Drive. The company is called Atlassian, and it is famous for hosting a 24-hour event called Ship It, or FedEx Days. During FedEx Days, Atlassian developers are given 24 hours of free time to work on anything they want. But the key is they have to deliver something overnight, hence the FedEx moniker. It sounds like a recipe for chaos and wasted time, but in fact, FedEx, or Ship It Days, have become one of the company's biggest success stories, with a special autonomy time leading to many important product developments. Why does it work? The FedEx winners are heartily celebrated within the company. Winning the FedEx presentation is widely prized within the organization, much more than arbitrary cash payments would be. Sure, it sounds great, you might say, but I've never heard of Atlassian. A similar example from a more famous company is Google and Google Time. I don't have the time right now to talk to you about it, so why don't you Google it? Hyatt, Atlassian, and Google understand that the future is driven by new ideas, the desire to grow, and fulfillment of a larger purpose, and they give their employees the autonomy to pursue it. What kind of autonomy are you providing for your employees? And last but not least, the fourth chord, recognizing and rewarding employees. Each of these organizations are known around the world, with Disney being a household name dominating the airwaves for many generations. Zappos is newer and dominated its market through online marketing savvy, and Boehringer Ingelheim is one, if not the only remaining global family-run pharmaceutical company. Their stories are unique, but each have a few things in common. They generate meaningful results that sustain their businesses and ensure that they recognize and reward those employees who've made a difference to their success. Disney has over 180 employee recognition programs. Yes, you heard me, 180 employee recognition programs. There's one I want to share with you. It's pretty cool. It's named after Fred, a longtime employee who exemplifies the qualities the company values, like dependability and friendliness. Every year, plaques are made for winners of the Spirit of Fred Award. And they even make bronze statuettes of the company's most iconic character, Mickey Mouse, for the winners of the Lifetime Fred Award. Zappos, the online retailer, is encouraging employees to recognize each other's hard work through incentives. They have a program that allows employees to give each other $50 for going above and beyond. And it's just one of a variety that they offer. Another is called the Zoller program, which allows employees to rack up points on a gift card that can be used to buy items like gym bags, water bottles, and desk fans. The final example I want to talk to you about is Boehringer Ingelheim. The objectives and beliefs of Boehringer can be summed up in a single phrase: value through innovation. That vision has helped Boehringer to build on its strength and make the most of its distinctive character. In a competitive and fast-changing world, the value of products, services, and companies is constantly changing. Boehringer Ingelheim believes that real customer value can only be created by constantly developing new solutions and doing what we already do, but even better. It rewards its employees at all levels of the organization with total rewards that fit not only its business model, but also its belief system. So, when you think about the fourth chord of people management, recognizing and rewarding, what aligns with your corporate values and belief system? The bottom line is that each of these organizations works towards the right results through the four chords of people management. And of course, each organization is not perfect. Each has gone through trials and tribulations to become world class. So, how can you use these examples and others you might be aware of to help you focus on the four chords to achieve the right results? For a deeper dive into each of the four chords of people management, please complete each of the other 4 lessons in the People Management program. See each lesson overview for more details about objectives, lesson application, tips, and techniques to help you become a better results-focused people manager. And don't forget, please complete the 2 short quizzes to proceed to the next lesson. Thanks for your time today, and I hope to share more with you soon.